Everyone. So for those of you guys that may have forgotten your packet, I've uploaded the packets on here. And I was going to give you just an example on how you're supposed to do some of these on 7-7 that talks about the inverse. So the inverse is when you flip the x and the y and you switch them places. So for 1 through 4, you're just going to have to graph it on graph paper. You switch the x and the y's and you tell whether or not it's a function. So on number 5, I was going to show you guys how to do number 5, which is 5, 6, and 7 are similar. And then maybe show you how to do like number 9 and 12 maybe. So on number 5, what you're doing is it's originally giving you y equals 3x plus 1. And you're switching the x and the y. And now you just have to solve for y, so it's in y equals form. So I'm going to subtract 1. So now it's going to be x minus 1 on the left, then 3y on the right. So then I have to divide everything by 3. So it's going to be x minus 1 over 3 equals y. Is that a function? Yes, because it's linear. If you were to graph it, it's y. You just subtract 1, divide by 3. You're going to get a line. So that's a function. The only time it's not a function is if you get a square root in there, because then you're going to get a sideways parabola, which is not a function because it doesn't pass the vertical line test. So as long as you have the square root of x somewhere in there, it's not going to be a function. So that's number 5. Hopefully you guys can all hear me. So I was going to do number, 9. So when you have an x squared in there, so 8, 9, and 10 are really similar, you want to try to isolate the x squared and then square root at the end. So like for number 9, where it has y equals x squared plus 4, you want to subtract 4 first, and then you're going to square root. Oh, I forgot to switch. Dang it, I forgot to switch the x and the y. So instead of y equals x squared plus 4, it's going to be x equals y squared plus 4. And then you square root. And then when you square root, do not distribute across. It doesn't work that way with adding and subtracting. And when you square root, remember it's plus and minus. Is that a function? Nope, it is not a function. Okay, so then real quick with 11, 12, and 13, that one's a little bit different because you're going to square root right at the beginning. So with number 11, so this is number 11, where it says x, I'm going to flip it. You square root right away to cancel that out. So it's x, square root of x plus or minus equals y plus 1, and then you get the minus 1. So it's going to be this. I'm going to put the negative 1 in front just so it's not confusing. So it's going to be minus 1, then plus or minus square root of x equals y. And again, that is not a function. I hope that helps. Email me or message me on Google Classroom and let me know if all that made sense.